back home from work, gonna cook. Just like spam and rice. One of the only things I know how to make. And even that's not really a true statement either because I don't make it good. But I just wanted like something like quick and easy to just make. It was such a weird day at work because I was like, okay, I have these things that I need to be doing. I have these projects to work on finally, which is like my own fault that I was like, oh, I need things to work on. I want to have things to do at work. Like I don't want to just sit here and do nothing all day. And that's all fine and dandy until you have like 7 projects to work on all at once. They're important projects that I think that like I am glad to be helping with, and I want to, you know, actually make a difference when I'm working there and help other people. Like my job is kind of pretty much just like organizing things and making things better than what it was before.
No! No!
I work at a library, if nobody knows. And it's funny because it's like I started as a like student worker, worked there since my freshman year, and then got hired as a staff member after applying, of course. I had to apply. I'm not that good that they just hired me on the spot. But it was recommended that I apply for it because it was like kind of like a shoe-in if it's like I've been working there, so why would you want to hire somebody from another state that has to like start from scratch and like, you know, whatever. But it was just a weird day. I don't know, like I was doing my job, I was working on my projects, and then I kind of just like, I don't even know, like it felt like I was just like melting into my seat, like into my chair. Like I just felt like I didn't know what was happening. I didn't want to be there. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel bad. I was like hungry but not hungry. I had to pee but I didn't need to pee. Like it was just a weird culmination of like weird feelings, like just I was not supposed to be there. Not in like a I'm in danger kind of way, but it was just like I don't belong here kind of feeling. And it's like that's probably the first time I've ever felt like that. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just because I'm still like getting used to like coming back from vacation and now having to get back into like work mode. But like I didn't feel like this yesterday. Like yesterday at work I was kind of just like fine and like doing my job. I guess I could say it was more so because I was like getting back into the routine, and then like also like, oh, like all these things changed, and oh, like I need to work on these things, and like setting myself up to then start working for real. And then today was the day that I literally just had to work for real. So that possibly could be why I was like feeling weird, but like I didn't like it. Regardless, I didn't like it. And I just started like thinking, I was like daydreaming a lot, like just thinking like, okay, in a year from now where I'm gonna be. And that's bad because I should just be living in the present. I should be grateful for what I have. I have my own place. I have a 1 bedroom instead of a studio. Like I'm able to pay my bills. I'm able to pay my rent. Like I like my place. It's cute. It's nice. It's comfy. I have a full-time job when there's people out there that are struggling to find a job and they have like better majors and degrees than me. And like I should be grateful and living in the present and being like, I'm grateful I can work and then come home and then be here and I can cook and not have to worry about, you know, a roommate or anything. I mean, I got Boosh and she's insane, but like, you know, still. But I should be grateful. I should just be fine where I am. And like, I've overcame so much to come to this point, and now it's like I'm here and I still want to change. I still want different. I still want more. I still want, you know, different vibes, different place, different job, different everything. So yeah, so kind of my plan has been to like move up to Portland at the end of this next school year to move with my boyfriend. But I don't know, it was like a weird like, okay, I'm gonna daydream now, and like I was looking at apartments and I was like, oh my god, like would I be able to live here? And I was going on Google Maps and like Street View and like clicking down the streets and being like, okay, like if I like I'm walking through the streets, like is this a good vibe? Is this nice? Is this cool? I was like doing like directional, like how long would it take me to get from here to here, from my place if we lived here to the Amtrak, so we could train places, or like how far to IKEA, or how far to the like regular store, how far to like the other libraries in the area if I were wanting to work at one of them. And like it was nice, it was fun, and I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Like I'm really eager to move and like move to a new city, a new location, new house, like with somebody, like, and like, you know, all my friends are heading up to Portland area anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not going to be leaving anybody here. I'd be leaving a job potentially, but, and that's like what led to me kind of feeling weird about it again, because it was like, I just got this job. And not that I'm like, oh, I'd feel weird, like just leaving a year in, or like I'd feel bad and like I just like make them have to like start hiring again, or like whatever the case may be. That is partially the reason why I'm feeling weird, but it's also like for like resume purposes, why was I only at this position for a year? Technically, I will say I started working there when I was a freshman, and now I'm working there as a staff member, so I'm on my 4th year working there. So I have that. I have that. However, it's a new position, so it's like, I don't know. But then it's like, I am so fearful of moving and not finding a job. And that's like the number one thing where I'm like, if I had a job lined up there and it worked out and I could get there and like whatever the case may be, like that would be great and I would do that. But I'm like, would I be able to find a job by the point in which I would be moving up there, or when I would need to move up there? And I'm like, should I start saving now just in case I do like get to the point where like, hey, we need to move up here. I move up there and I just live off of my savings. Like, do I really want to do that? No, because I don't trust myself in that situation. One, I don't trust myself to save, and 2, I don't trust myself to like be like, oh, I'll just live off my savings and not spend money and not go anywhere. Girl, that's where I'm kind of getting stuck, where I'm just like overthinking it, I guess, or like I need everything to be perfect, which again, everything is connected. Literally, my entire thing is like everything needs to be perfect or else I won't do it. I need to have a whole day set free so that I can get things done like cleaning. That's not true. I need to have a job lined up and a place lined up and a routine and whatever else ready for when I move, so that when I move, it'll be perfect. That's not true. That's not gonna happen either. It's just like a weird back and forth thing that I just do where I'm like, okay, here's my goal and here's me, and I need this to happen so that I can get there, when I could just jump over it and do it. I mean, for the most part, not having a job lined up over there is like kind of like the duh, like, yeah, you would need a job to move somewhere and then be able to pay rent. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think just the timing of like as soon as I get there, or like lined up perfectly for like when I move in, then I can start working at this place, or wait a bit after we move in and settle down and then start working over there. But I don't know, it's scary, and I'm like, okay, I really want to move up there, but I also really want to keep my job. Am I gonna compromise? I really want to work here still. I want to work at my job. Not that it's an amazing job, but just the stability and benefits and all that. But I also want to move up there. So am I going to be able to compromise? Do I feel like a compromise would make sense? That compromise would be, I would drive, I would commute to work every day, which does sound awful. It does sound awful, like regardless of if I'm like, okay, let me take the Amtrak every day or let me drive, like that does sound really, 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 really bad. However, is that worth moving and being up there with my partner? I don't know. And it's like, okay, what if I do compromise, but I don't have to compromise forever. I can compromise and keep doing that drive or that train ride or whatever I decide to do. Maybe I'll lift every day. I don't know. Like whatever the option is. Would I be able to do that consistently until I find an alternative job or find a new job in the city that's closer? That could also work. And that's like why I'm like, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't mean if I move up there, I have to stop working here. Like that's not the ultimatum. That's not the end goal. That's not the end point. I have other options. It's just, I don't necessarily like see them, think about them, acknowledge them, absorb them into my brain and just like understand, okay, these are other things that could happen, or these are other ways that I can make this happen. And I really just need to figure out my goals, which is why I was at work and I was like literally 10 minutes from getting off and I was like, I want to change my whole life. I want to change my whole life. I want to like redo everything. I want to start from scratch, build the like strong foundations of every aspect of my life and work on things and change my life for the better. So that when I'm at these points where I'm like, hey, I'm making a big leap, I'm moving to a new city, I'm starting a new job, I'm having a child, I'm getting married, like whatever the case may be, by those points that I'm at, those drastic changing life moments, when I'm there, everything else would be perfect, for lack of better words, but better than what it is now, because I'm not completely happy with where I'm at. I'm always wanting to improve. I'm always wanting to learn more. I'm always wanting to work on things. And so I think that I kind of just need to be like, okay, I'm gonna start now. That includes several different aspects where it's like, okay, well, I want to work on my health. I want to eat better. I want to eat more consistently. But then that connects to I want to learn how to cook. I want to be able to cook.
Well, what you want to do is not necessarily what you're gonna do.
I want to meal prep. I want to eat better. I'm gonna have to learn how to cook. Bam. I wanted to do more. I want to create more. I want to, start posting on YouTube, start editing these videos that I'm making. Like, I have hundreds of hours of footage by this point of just stupid shit that I have not gotten to because I'm like, well, I have to wait for the perfect time. I have to wait for a day off where I have all day to edit. When I can go and just edit things here and there, little by little, and then get it out. Like, I just don't know why I can't just sit down and do it. And that then comes with learning new skills of like editing and angles and how to work this fucking camera, because I still don't know. Like, hello, like, I don't know what's happening. Like, but it's like everything is connected, and it's like I can transform every part of my life to be happier. I don't know why I haven't just started doing that, and I don't know why I have, like, I kind of like would start to be like, hey, these are things that I want to start doing, or like I'm gonna have a goal, or I'm gonna like motivate myself to like get up early or go to sleep early or work out in the morning or go for a run or eat better. And then it's like a weekend and I'm like, okay, I'm over it. I'm done. I don't care. And at that point I need to figure out a way to like get myself back in. So I was thinking about doing the like 6-month challenge, and I think that would be cool. Especially because it's like written out and it's like there. So it's like, okay, you have to do this because you are like committing to it. It's written, it's intangible paper. And also, like, if I'm making videos about it and documenting it, I'm not gonna let my fans down. I'm not gonna let my fans down. I really want to work on that. And like, I'll probably do like another video of me like sitting down and like making a list of things that I want to work on. And of course, I stole this idea from Kiara Evola, just another YouTuber that I've just been watching recently. And I don't know, with her, it's like nice to watch someone go through the ups and downs, because it's like, it's not perfect, and it won't be perfect with me, like, for sure. But it's nice to see like there are limitations to like what we want to do and how we can do it, and that's completely fine, whether it's like money or time or motivation or anything. Like, it's still nice to see that like they're trying and they're doing and making a difference. Like, I think that's cool enough, and I want to do that. And I think that posting these videos too would help like then motivate me even more, because then it's like, okay, I'm gonna work on my health, and then like next video I come back and I'm like, hey, so like I'm dying. Like, I think that would help me like settle things and get into formation. I do want to say, like, it's really, really therapeutic, just because I've been at work all day and I'm just sitting there mindlessly doing my job, working on these projects, but I'm like going over things in my mind and just thinking and overthinking and just like existing and talking to myself and planning. But then I get off of work and I'm like, okay, I need to tell somebody this, or I need to call somebody. And of course, nobody's ever available to call, ever. So then I get my handy dandy camera out and I start talking to it, and then I can get these things out and think about it more and conceptualize it outside of my mind, because my mind is like 1,000 things going on at once. But when I speak it out loud, then I'm like, okay, that's the plan. Cool. All day I'm like, okay, I'm scared of change. I'm scared of doing this. I want to change everything. I want to like start over from scratch, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm speaking it out and loud, and it's like, okay, I can do that. I can start the 6-month challenge. I can like make a plan. I can start working out. I can start eating better. I can start setting time blocks for my hobbies, and like setting times for when I can hang out with friends and actively pursue hanging out with these people, instead of just being like, oh, well, I hope they invite me out. I hope they invite me to this thing. I hope they think of me when they're making plans. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. And of course, sometimes there are people that you try to reach out to and make plans with, and they just fall through every time, or you don't get a response, or they respond too late. Like, those things happen all the time, but it's like, we're all human beings. We all have our own lives. We all got shit to do. So it makes sense that not everyone's going to be there immediately. But I just feel like I need to get my shit straight, and I think posting these videos is helpful. And I think that's like my main thing, is like if you like talking to yourself, if you talk to yourself all the time, if you're always planning, if you're always in your head, like get a camera, film. I'm like, you don't even need to edit it really. Like you can just post it. Am I gonna post a 15-minute, right now it's at 15 minutes. Am I gonna post a 15-minute video of me just talking and standing around looking dumb? No. I'm gonna edit it because I don't want to just be like, so yeah. Like I'm not gonna do that. I need to like make it structured and make it make sense. I think that's my like main thing right now. It's like if you want to start making YouTube videos, if you like editing, if you like talking, if you want to share your life with people, like just get a camera and go. Me, of course, I was like, I needed to be perfect. I have to get this fancy camera. I have to get lenses and camera gear that I could stick everywhere, whatever. That's all cool and stuff. I had a phone though. I had a phone that could do the same shit that this is doing. It's a little more fancier, it's a little more better, whatever, but it's really like not that different. And I could have just filmed on my phone and then been posting, but I was like, no, I need things to be perfect. And that's like, of course, my cycle that I keep going into over and over again in every aspect of my life. I think that y'all should do it. I think it's like really helpful. And like even like right now at this point, I have not posted anything. I've edited a bit and then I was like, I hate this. And I was like, let me research more, let me learn more, more techniques, color grading, editing, music, background sounds, like ambiance, like that kind of stuff. I was like, let me learn more about this before I jump into it, which again is me trying to be perfect before whatever. But like, I think like already it's been so helpful and so therapeutic and I'm like happier now. Like all day at work I was feeling weird. Now I feel a little bit better because I was able to talk and just like get it out of my body when I wasn't able to call somebody to then have that same kind of conversation. And yes, it is beneficial to have somebody on the other side like listening in, because then they can give you more advice and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, or like that sounds like it would be hard, or like I think it's too complex, or you're making it bigger than it needs to be. Like all of those are valid and like helpful when you have somebody else helping you. But nobody answered my call, so we'll see what happens next. Toodles. Hi, booty girl. Hello. Oh, hello. 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 Okay, go eat your food. Go eat your food. Eat your food. Good girl. Dirty, nasty, stinky girl. Oh my god, she needs a bath.